Big thanks and shout out to Manoj, the head of music at ESPN. We met him back in January of 2020 before everything got crazy. And also big shout out to my team for setting that up. And we got in that room. Energy was high. You know, I like to go into every meeting, interview, whatever, with good energy and try to provide positive energy to the experience. And, you know, I feel like we was just getting to know each other. It wasn't really any expectations. We just wanted to build a relationship and see what's possible going forward. He talked about a few things, you know, and sometimes people just be talking, you know, we don't know if they're going to follow through. What was dope though, is he's from Seattle. So there was like that connection. And you know, we played him the EP. He loved the music. I didn't even feel, I mean, he definitely seemed excited, but I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, you know, when we would hear back from him. And then quarantine, you know, and the pandemic and all, you know what I'm saying, like all this craziness happening, like everything was been uncertain. Everything was on the table. It's like, what's really next? What's going to happen? And then the NBA came back in the bubble. And he reached out to us and basically, you know, wanted to put us on the playlist, and it started there, and it's just been expanding ever since. Like, and it's dope because I didn't just get featured one time, and I would have been happy with that. I promise you, I did not expect for it to get to the level that it's at and where it's going. So, I mean, yeah, but I think it's a testament to building relationships and really, like, you know, setting the intention, because my intention was to build a strong, positive relationship. So, the best word to describe success is work. So, and I feel like I've, you know, had a grasp of that since middle school, and I'm very grateful for the coaches that I've had. But at the same time, you know, I also have to give myself some credit for always putting in the work. I was always at a disadvantage when it came to basketball because I'm 5'7", and so, and I was a point guard, and I always wanted to start, and I always wanted to be a captain. And for most of the teams I ever played on, I was a captain. So I always had to hold myself to a higher standard. And in terms of work ethic, because at the end of the day, what happens on the court is whatever happens on the court. And I would get in my head sometimes, and that's where I feel like I lacked as a basketball player. But in terms of the work, that just made me want to go even harder so that I can make less mistakes. And what I think is beautiful, you know, everybody has, you know, their God-given talents, whatever they may be. And mine just, I feel like, is primarily art and music for the most part. Like, you know, I feel like basketball will always be one of my main loves. But, you know, I feel like it translated. I feel like the work ethic that I had in basketball translated to music. And, you know, I guess, like, I'm a perfectionist. I'm also never satisfied with where I'm at. I'm always trying to push the boundary further. And, you know, whenever I do anything, I want it to be high quality. I want it to show professionalism, and I want it to show skill. So, but yeah, it's just the work that I put in. I'm always going to be putting in work, and I always have. So, face everything, figure out what you want to overcome, and then do it. And I say those three things specifically like that because, first of all, we have to face our fears. And a lot of the times people get uncomfortable really trying to do the things that they know they need to do. Because people just keep saying that they're going to try this and they're going to try that. And it's stuff that they want to overcome. And a lot of people know how to, you know, look at that piece of it. They know what they want to overcome. But the last piece that is the most important piece is just doing it. So whatever the work is that they know, and a lot of people know the work they need to do, but they're just hesitant to do it. And even the power of our tongue saying like, oh, I want to do this, or I'm going to try to do this. It's nowhere near as powerful as saying I'm going to do this. Because at some point, if you say I'm going to do something, you may not do it right in that moment. You may not do it tomorrow, but you're going to do it at some point because you made that promise to yourself and you meant it. So that's really my main advice, is just like doing things. You know what I'm saying? If there's something you're thinking about doing, don't even hesitate. Just do it. Write it down. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And to your point of being homeless and, you know, how people could turn away and give up at that point, you know, it crossed my mind. But at the same time, you know, I'm human and it's going to affect everybody in some type of way. You know, we could all possibly, you know, have to be strong, and it's hard to be that strong. So, but at the end of the day, it's not an age. It's not a matter of age. It's not a matter of money. It's not a matter of circumstances. I think it's just all about will and mind power. So, whether you're homeless or you're rich and, you're eating off your parents' money, like, if you want your own thing, you have to get out of your own comfort zone. Always. You have to get out of your comfort zone, try something new and head in that direction, and then do this stuff. Do every little thing that you think of doing. That's my advice.